What's good, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Buzz Boys. And tonight, we got a preview. Hornets, Cavs is a home game in the Spectrum Center, NBA TV. So I guess you can call that another nationally televised game. Our eighth, I think this is like our eighth one this year. The record for us in the season was 6. So, since we've been the Hornets again, the record was 6. Now, got a few different points to get into. This is the first game that we're going to play after the All-Star snub. So, hopefully there's a little added motivation. And I'm going to touch on that later about what Borrego had to say about that. Let's see. Gordon Hayward is going to return tonight. So there is some positive. No Darius, Garland. So, there's some things to talk about. Now, I'm going to get into it. I listened to James Borrego's pregame presser maybe like 30 minutes to an hour ago. And he was basically saying he's going to see how Gordon Hayward's stamina is. He's probably going to play him like only 5 minutes in the first quarter just to see how he's doing. So, just be on the lookout for that, for an early substitution. And that's why he missed the Celtics game. His official diagnosis was like, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't even think, man. Oh, reconditioning. So he didn't go down to Greensboro Swarm or anything like LaMelo and Mason did coming back from COVID. But, I don't know. I guess while we were in Boston, he was just in Charlotte, running suicides or some shit. I don't know. Who knows? But, yeah, so look for Gordon to just play a quick little 5 minutes in the first quarter. I don't know. He didn't really give an estimated time for how much he's going to play as a whole, but 5 minutes in the first quarter, that's what he's looking for. And he said, the Cavs are long. They can switch everything. They have 3 7-footers, and it's not going to be an easy game. But right now, we know that Lauri Markkanen is not going to be playing. Somebody's trying to call me. Right now, we know that Lauri Markkanen is not going to be playing. So it's just going to be Evan Mobley and Jarrett Allen. I mean, 2 7-footers are still a lot to deal with, but at least it's not 3. So, yeah, there's that. So they will be without Lauri Markkanen and Darius Garland. They're all-star, Darius Garland. So that's a good sign. He already ducking the smoke from LaMelo. But, at least we don't have to worry about it. And another thing that Borrego talked about was that our defense is going to have to lead to our offense tonight the same way in Boston. This is a good defensive team. They play good half-court defense. They're not going to let us get into our half-court sets easily. So while we're on defense in the half-court, we're going to have to get loose balls, get out in transition, and make them turn the ball over so we can get our easy transition points that we might not normally get against other teams. So that's something that Borrego's talking about, and also moving the ball. They are long. You got to kind of, take advantage of that and kind of get them to over-rotate and stuff by just moving the ball a lot. So look for the Hornets to be active tonight, swinging the ball a lot side to side. And, with that, somebody's going to be out of position. You can try to attack the rim or just hit an open 3. And something else Borrego talked about was just how Gordon kind of settles the young guys. And I guess you can say that's true. And, he just kind of settles the young guys. And one thing I will say with him being out, it led to a few people handling the ball more that didn't necessarily need to be, like PJ, Mason. I hate seeing Mason bring the ball up the court, pass the fucking ball. I don't even know if I can say that has anything to do with Gordon. It's just he's been trying to do that more and more lately. Like, bro, relax. We don't need playmaking from Mason. I mean, we do sometimes out the post, but, bro, chill. So there's just certain people that just have had the ball more that shouldn't necessarily have it. So hopefully, Gordon can come back. And, Borrego talking about how he had a private talk with Miles and LaMelo. I don't know if it was like together, if it was separate, but either way, he said he's going to keep what they said confidential. But he just said, hopefully that this can fuel them. Just knowing that they're right there, just so close, like on the outside looking in. But it's like the NBA is starting to respect them and notice them, and they're just so close. And he said that's kind of similar to where we are as a team right now. And I definitely did feel that comparison. And it's just like, hopefully it just fuels them, especially playing the Cavs, where it's like, Darius Garland got selected. The All-Star game is in Cleveland. They're above us in the standings. There's a lot on this game right now. So this is a very important game. And it does start at 7 o'clock on NBA TV for people that have trouble trying to watch. For people that have trouble trying to watch on certain networks. Like, I stream my stuff, but, I heard, like, Bally, it's tough to get the games on Bally. So this is going to be an NBA TV game if you can access that. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Keep it short and sweet. Gordon Hayward is back. Oubre is back. Still waiting on Jalen McDaniels to come back. But the Hornets are getting closer to full strength. And we're going to be playing a Cavs team that's not at full strength. So I expect us to be able to, get a win. And, we can talk about the past matchups that we've had with them recently. In October, this was only the second or third game of the year. We beat them 123-112. And I think that was at Cleveland. And then, excuse me, we played them again in November. Like, we played them October 22nd, and we played them again November 1st. So, like, literally, like, a little over a week. They beat us 113-110. A much closer game, but we still almost won. So it's like, this is a game where it's like, we know we can compete with the Cavs, and it's something that I said and not too long ago. Like, if we were to have to match up with somebody in the playoffs, I would probably pick the Cavs because it's like, it's still the Cavs. You know what I'm saying? It's still the Cavs. So we'll see how things play out, but hopefully we can get this win. It's very important. Let me look at the standings just to see the kind of implications this game could have. So right now we are tied with the Raptors. I don't know if the Raptors play tonight, but I know if we win, we should move up above them. Yeah, so they play the Hawks tonight. So hopefully, the Hawks can beat them just because the Hawks are like 10th right now. So like, hopefully the Hawks can beat them and we get a win so they can kind of back up off us and we can have that 7th spot to ourselves. But here's the big thing. The Nets right now are 6th. They have 22 losses. Like, really, the loss column is all you really need to look at. They have 22 losses. We have 24. The Raptors have 23. Hopefully the Raptors move to 24 losses. But if we can get a win tonight, and the Nets lose tonight, they're playing the Jazz, and there's not going to be any James Harden tonight. He's out with a hamstring. So, no James Harden. The Nets have been struggling. They lost 6 straight going into Utah. No James Harden. I'm expecting another loss. So, it's like, if they drop 29-23, we move up to 29-24. We're going to be a half game back from those guys, bro. Right now, we're a game and a half back. We win, they lose tonight. We're going to be a half game back. They got to play the Nuggets after that. So it's like, we can get into that 6th seed if we just keep taking care of business. And not to mention, if we beat the Cavs tonight, they'll drop to 22 losses. And, that can close the gap on that as well. So it's like the Hornets are not too far away from being that 5th or 6th seed. That's why right now this is such an important stretch with these 4 Eastern Conference games that we have. That I pointed out in my last video last night about the All-Star snubs. So make sure you check that out. I figured out how to place videos, so I'm going to put this right somewhere. It's going to be somewhere at the end of this video. But I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here, y'all. I'm going to catch y'all after the game, talk about whatever happened. I am praying for them and hoping for a W, and I expect a W, especially without them missing 2 guys. I think we can do this. But I'm going to catch y'all afterwards. Peace.